Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Happy. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a good thing? Okay. Usually when people say Bluetooth lights blinking, it's not good. So. Oh, okay. Alright. Gotcha. I hate trying to connect stuff. It frustrates the hell out of me. Rachel has to do most of my stuff because I get mad. Right? Yeah. Cool. Alright, you guys talk. We were having some audio issues. Okay, there we go. It's working.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to try to follow the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, Jay was watching and he's like, can't hear Cat. And I was like, oh, geez, what's up with that?
So did we get the new intro or not?
No, I haven't got the new intro. I had to just use what you call it?
Old reliable.
I need Rachel before another thing I need to add to it. I'm glad you reminded me. Well, it reminded me. I need one of you guys, I don't care which one it is, to do a B-side chat picture for the intro. I need that. And I forgot to ask for it. Huh?
Kind of picture.
It doesn't matter. Just one of you guys just make like a B-side chat picture. I don't care. I mean, whatever you think looks cool. Please.
Well, Rachel's art if Rachel has time to draw it.
Yeah, you got time, Rach? I
Yeah.
know we got a lot going on tonight, tomorrow, but maybe Thursday when it's raining.
Next Monday.
Yeah. Thursday's going to be raining all day. I don't know what we'll be able to get done cleaning wise, which is stressing me out, which is partly what we're going to talk about tonight is stress and how it messes with your mental health. And yeah, we thought that'd be a good subject. And then we'll be picking our albums of the week and all that fun stuff. So yeah, so what's been going on in the last week? I purposely have not talked to you much, Kat, so we'd have stuff to talk about during the show. What all have you done this last week?
I have been working again on overhauling the house because, part of my movement that we'll maybe mention later. Now we may not, but maybe later. Is the hashtag for it is break the cycle, be the cycle, and
break the cycle, be the cycle. I like that.
So what that means essentially is, doing, not seeing. And so I'm kind of trying to stop. If something needs to be done and you see it needs to be done, do it. But kind of like across the board, not just apply that to your house, but across the board in your whole life. Kind of, and that kind of goes along with this whole helpful thing. Kindness and helpfulness should, I would like for that to snowball. And
right on.
And if enough people do it and we snowball enough, it won't, you won't be able to stop it. That's what I think. But anyway,
it's nice.
So I've been working on cleaning because again, stress, as you mentioned, or as we're going to talk about more, is I get so much stress for the fact with my ADHD, especially, I cannot keep up with anything, and so I spend, 40% of my life looking for things.
Yeah, me too.
Out in my hand, or it's things that I know should be somewhere and they're not.
Yeah.
And I'm older in life, and so I'm not going to have an excessive amount of time, going forward, with my child. So I don't want to spend 50% of her life looking for shit.
Yeah.
And so, and it's not ever going to get any better if I don't get it done now. And so every area in the house is getting cleaned out. There's getting a system put in place, so that way everyday stuff is effortless.
Yeah.
I've drawn a big schedule on the wall. I have.
That's a good idea. Have a schedule.
Yeah. Well, so that way Nathan can communicate to me, so he sees what I'm doing on a daily basis, and if he needs to do something, he can go write it on the schedule.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, that makes sense, man.
Because we cross paths, And so I've got groceries on another side because he does the grocery shopping now. And so I
cool.
bring shit on there, and he'll, he can, that communicates to him. And so I've got that system in place. And then, I've got certain days that certain things get done. So that's in place.
Yeah.
I've got the bottle area, labeled, and we're clean, and a system where the dirty ones go, and how this is this, and that's all set up. And so, like, I'm trying to fix everything that's wrong.
Yeah.
Because
I'm doing the same thing. You saw how not my house isn't dirty, but it's very cluttered. Yeah, very cluttered. So that's what we've been doing. And my dad came all the way from Indiana, and that's what we're doing tomorrow. Is we're cleaning up my porch and all that stuff. But today, Rachel and I cleaned out my laundry room. Holy crap! It was bad. It was bad, but we got it done. And I mean, my back hurts like a mofo right now. And but it is what it is. I guess the point I'm trying to make is I thought I would feel better mentally after getting something cleaned.
Yeah.
But I don't, not even a little bit. I'm still feel stressed to the max. And
because there's so much more to do.
Right, that's true. We're gonna get so much knocked out tomorrow.
Thank God. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a ton of stuff. And so I'm trying to, but it's better.
It makes it hard to clean shit out is when you can't get rid of stuff, then you're still stuck with the same amount of stuff, and it goes nowhere. And so I end up with piles of piles of piles because I just end up sorting all my piles, and I don't ever get rid of anything.
Yeah,
that's my problem.
That's my problem too. Rach can attest to that, man. Of course, Rach makes her own little messes too. It drives me crazy, but it's all right. She's getting better about it. We're both getting better about trying to, not just. It's so easy to just like being like watching TV or something, and just set your bag or your drink down, and then But I'm trying to get in the habit of just getting up and taking it to the trash right then and there.
Yeah, like having to like almost force yourself. Like if you don't do it now, you're gonna have to do it later.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And once you start forcing yourself to do it, it becomes habit. It really does.
Exactly.
But it's really hard in the beginning to get to force yourself to do it.
I dread it, but I keep reminding myself of the stress and like the physical pain that I'm in from just doing a little bit. Imagine if I did a lot.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Imagine if it was all done and it took you like zero effort to maintain it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to go with it. I'm trying to spend less time with the stress of me going, oh, I really need to get to that, and me having to take an hour to pick up the living room versus taking 5 minutes to pick up the living room and knowing that I don't have shit I need to get around here.
See, I can't even watch like movies anymore. I can't do anything because all I can think about is I need to be doing something. And I'm hoping once I get a lot of this cleaned up tomorrow that maybe I'll be able to relax a little bit and, watch my movies and do things like that. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
What would be good for you in the sense that you could pick a small project and schedule it for yourself. I'm going to do this Monday, and then on Wednesday I'm going to do this, and make yourself do those small projects. And that alone mentally will make you feel good about completing a goal, setting a goal, achieving it.
No, it makes perfect sense, and that is my goal, is to start, just doing baby steps and getting at least one thing a week done, like pick one section of the house and be like, I'm going to work on this week.
My calendar, make it pop up and show you, and then you can work it off. And again, just the action of doing that should I think a serotonin release, I believe, is.
Sure.
Yeah. With our members, what they have is they have things called plan of care. So when we do our paperwork for what we did within that day, we focus on specific goals that they have set for themselves and what we did to help them achieve that goal, whether or not they made progress to that goal, whether they didn't make progress. That's like the main focus of our day-to-day interactions with them.
Yeah.
I think that's good, like you guys were saying. I think it's good to have goals, and maybe that will cut my stress level down. That's something I wanted to talk to you guys about. Like, what's something you guys do to cut your stress levels down?
take time for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard with two
Um,
kids, though, man.
But you've got nights where, you're by yourself. You
Yeah.
don't have the kids. And walking away, but I do it with a timer. So again,
Yeah.
I know it's a treat, and it's like a very, specific, this is for you
Yeah.
time. And I did that with, so I'm taking mommy time and calling it not mommy time, because there's times when mommy doesn't exist.
Nice.
I went through the other night, did my very first one, made a big list of all the people I call during mommy time. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the nursery, I turn off the brown noise. I don't do housework. I don't do this. This time is just for me. I set a timer, and blah blah blah. And so these are the things that I do to make sure that I get a break from
Yeah.
everything.
And that's
Yeah.
good. That's good that you do
This-
that.
This might just be a girl thing, but it's definitely something you could do for yourself also, is just taking time to focus on self-care. Like,
Exactly.
for me, it's like taking a long shower, doing face masks, whatever, doing my my makeup, my hair, whatever, just like
Mhm.
taking time to focus on yourself and
Yeah.
doing things for yourself
Yep.
that make you feel better.
Yeah, right on.
I agree, 100%.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
And it's a big. Yeah, I take a bath. That's one of my big things. I love baths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baths are good, except if I got in the bathtub, I'd never get out with my back. I'd be like, somebody help, help. I can do showers.
But like, for you could like take a shower, shave your face, put on some lotion, just things like
that
as
sounds
simple
really
as that.
lame. Put on some lotion. I'm just kidding, man. Put on some lotion, do all this stuff.
It makes you feel better. It really does.
I'm sure it does. You can ask, right? It's hard for me to even just pull my shoes off and prop my feet up and just relax. I can't.
He slept with his shoes on last night.
What?
Yeah, like it's so hard for me to get comfortable. Like it's crazy.
Why did you sleep with your shoes on?
I was just too tired to pull them
Fun.
off. I was too tired to pull them off.
That and sometimes he has the mindset of like something might happen and I might have to get up and go do something.
Yeah,
So he just
yeah.
Keep your
It's
shoes
my
on.
crazy like.
That's crazy. No
Yeah.
offense.
No, it is. What do they call it, Rach? I'm diagnosed with something. I don't remember what it's called, but
sorry, just the way you phrased that.
no, it's all right. But yeah, it's an issue, and they have to put me on, or had to put me on medicine to help deal with it, because I couldn't leave my house. It was like causing me not to want to leave the house.
Phobia?
Yeah, I mean that's part of it. It's a big part of it, and so
I
he,
didn't know.
yeah, he
Before,
put me
I didn't-
on.
that's-
It's been going on for a couple of years. He put me on Adderall, about a year ago, to try to give me like energy to get out and go do things. But I can't. It's extended release, so it helps a little, but not a lot. But it's crazy. But yeah, I have trouble just like going to Batesville, little things like that. It's tough for me to go.
Dang, that sucks.
Yeah,
You used-
it's overwhelming. It's like the feeling of like dread and fear of just like going out of town. It's you can ask Rachel. Like sometimes I get to where I can't even breathe. It's so bad, and they give me medicine for it. And like I said, it just it makes me sleepy sometimes. But yeah, it's weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to like literally like when we go to a concert or something, I have to like mentally prepare myself for at least a week, that I'm going to be leaving for 5 hours. It's really weird.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts, but it is what it is. I try to figure it out, I go to counseling and stuff, and I try to pinpoint where it comes from, but I really don't know.
Wow.
Really don't know. Yeah. But it does suck. It does suck. But,
Dang.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I was trying to think, like, because used to I would go to, like, Massachusetts and different things for, like, conventions and stuff, and I used to never. I,
Thousands. Like,
yeah, and I never worried about anything, and then now it's just like I said, just getting me to go do something simple. It takes like hours of begging and pleading to get me to go somewhere.
dang.
Yep. Even Walmart, it's pretty bad. But I mean, Walmart. Who wants to go to Walmart though? It's- seriously. What's on your shirt, Rach?
The Corpse Bride.
Corpse Bride. Hollis was
Oh,
in
my
the chat
favorite.
earlier.
She's listening.
Hollis?
Yes, I believe.
Cool.
I saw her text message pop up. I didn't get to read it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
believe-
it was back. It was at the beginning. Yeah, it was
She
at
might
the.
have and she might be
Yeah.
at work.
What's Kira
Sorry,
doing?
Kira was getting into the dog food bag.
No, brother. Well, she's like, it's my dinner time. 8 o'clock's your dinner time, Kira.
Could be for dinner tonight. I only had like a late breakfast.
Yeah. I had pizza, and Rach
We went
had.
to Casey's.
Yeah, Rach got a cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
From where?
Casey's.
From Casey's.
Oh, is that new?
Yeah, we finally got a Casey's gas station in town. It just opened.
It just opened Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Where at?
Across from Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's all
Where is
right.
it? I
It's
think
like right across from TD's.
Yeah, right
Well,
across
what was
from
TD's?
TD's.
Next. Pizza Inn.
Yeah, yeah. What used to be Pizza Inn, it's Spa Grill now.
Spa Grill. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
pretty crazy.
Tex-Mex restaurant.
That was an Always Sunny reference.
Oh,
Charlie doesn't understand spa. He's like, it sounds like you're not saying the whole word, like spaghetti. Like,
Spaghetti. Hollis says, I'm here, just made it home. I love y'all. Well, we love you too, Hollis.
she's been listening to us on the way home.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'll be so glad to get all this cleaned up, and I really do hope that it makes me feel better, or I can chill out a little bit. I need to relax. I'm afraid I'm gonna have a heart attack, man. I'm so like worked up all the time.
I went through, I was like, I'm going to have the moment, so the way I picture my brain is like a power plant.
Okay.
And like a spark happens and the entire thing kind of explodes and then lights out. I was like, that's what's going to happen to me. I was like, I'm going to overload and click, lights out. And I'm
Lights
going to
out.
end up in a home somewhere where I don't know who anyone is. And that's going to be the end of Cat.
See,
Like
that's that's my biggest fear, man, is ending up in a home. I don't want to end up in a home.
Well, I mean, you know. So David Brad told me one time, David Burnett, he said that's how him and I are going to end our life is like, but causing like trouble, you know, being
Trouble in a group home.
trouble, like hardcore. I was like, maybe.
Well, you know, if you got to be there, why not have fun and cause a little trouble, you know?
Absolutely. I just never pictured my end game being in a nursing home with David Burnett, but strange.
Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, I don't know. As far as stress goes and things like that, I think stress is really, really, which, I mean, this is going to sound dumb because it's not good for you, but, you know, I think stress is one of the worst things for people, especially right now because there's
It can kill
so
you.
much. Yeah, and there's so much stress with what's going on in the world right now, you know, and I just, I don't know. I think your idea of wiping it and starting over, that's the way to go.
So yeah, the movement. Yeah, I refer to it's called the World Wide Wipe, and I've actually been drawing like a logo for it. It's kind of cool. But I, you know, again, I want to essentially, without getting too much into it, and you know, causing an uproar, a ruckus. Essentially, if everything, you know, what is crazier than my child or, you know, younger child, like saving the world, changing the world? What you know, if what can go on or what's happening right now can actually happen, then I can't imagine, you know, that's a less crazier scenario to me,
Yeah.
that my child's saving the world. And I think of my child as all children, not just literally my child. But it was a lot, just kind of, it was a realization I had one day. And if, taught right, brought up right, and I don't know, I just think that we can steamroll it all. I think that being good and kind and doing things right can steamroll all of this horribleness. I really think I think it can.
Yeah.
It's small, and it's like, it's contagious. You give, like, when Nathan and I were at a doctor's appointment one time, I walked in and the lady looked so cute. She had awesome nails, and I, complimented her. And we went and sat down, and the very next woman who walked in, the lady behind the counter was like, "Oh, I love," she did the exact same thing to the next lady that walked in. I'm like, I was like, did you see that happen? I was like, it spreads. I was like, kind spreads so much. And when you're genuinely kind, people take on to that. They do.
Yeah, you're never going to get rid of all the bad, but I think, like what you're saying, if you can get the majority of people, it's like, when 9/11 happened, man, like, after that, everybody got along. Everything was like, everything. I'm not making light of anything. I'm just saying it's the truth. Like, everybody was getting along. Everything was cool. And then just one day it just, and then right back to the way it used to be. You know, it's so weird. It's so weird how human beings are.
Although COVID, ironically, ended up splitting everyone.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it started out as something that made everyone very close. And then by the time it was over, people who love each other have never spoken since.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, same thing with this election, man. There's people that have cut ties, and I'm not going to get into it, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, it's funny how just things, I don't know, it's weird.
Well, again, being good and kind and nice in that scenario would be, okay, everyone is entitled to their own opinion and ways and beliefs. We all still love each other at the end of the day. We're not going to let that affect how we feel about that person. Like, that's how it should be. And it's not. Everyone has taken everything very personally and turned politics into who they are, knowing good and well them as a person, they're not politics. That does not describe the person, and they're literally letting it, like, control their life.
Yeah, and that's true, though. It's true. But I don't know, man. Things are just so weird right now. It kind of feels like a dream reality. It's crazy. And I can't get over how quick the time's going. Like, January is already over with. Where the hell is time going?
My girl is, like, sitting up, like, head up, like, too cute.
Yeah.
She's like ready to go running. She's
That's
just
awesome, man. That's awesome. I can't wait for her when she gets old enough to start walking and stuff, man.
She stands up on me. I hold her, and she's like, that's her favorite thing to do, stand up.
Yeah.
So we'll see how. We're trying to get her muscles strong so that way she can just take off.
Yeah, for sure, man. And that's what'll happen. Like, one day she'll just be gone. So what's Kira doing, Rach? Is she giving you trouble in there?
No, she's sitting in the floor scratching right now.
Oh, okay. Good dog, good dog.
She was not a good dog earlier, I will tell you that.
Yeah.
I had just ordered. So this weekend we're going to a anime convention. We're taking Nico.
Okay.
And Nico wanted, she wanted to dress up and stuff. So I picked a costume, ordered it. It came in today. So I tried it on, made sure it fit. And it came with, I bought a little accessory. It's like a notebook. It's like part of the character, And it came with this pen that had a feather attached to the end of it. So it looked like a quill.
Yeah.
And I sat it down, and then I went into Michael's room to tell him something, and I hear chewing. And I came back, and she had completely destroyed my brand new pen for my notebook, for my costume. So I was like, no!
Destructive.
Yeah, and she normally doesn't do stuff like that. Like, she has her moments.
She's probably mad at me for something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Sasha, we're not all sure around here what's a dog toy and what's a baby toy. And Sasha, like, I call it her play place, like McDonald's, but it's not. But, like the pad with the archway, with the things that hang down that I lay out, you lay them on.
Yeah.
And she looks up at it. Sasha pulls those off, and I have to go find them around the house. Now, also, she's taken every pacifier we have. Every single one of them. They're gone. And luckily, Jack's just like not into pacifiers at this moment in time.
Yeah.
But I would be so pissed off if she was, because everyone's gone. And it's like, what happens is I'll have the pacifier and it'll be out and I'll be sitting on the bed or something, be holding the baby. And Sasha will be up there and she'll quietly sneak over and grab it and jump off the bed. And I won't even know she does it.
Dogs.
And she's out of control.
Out of control teen.
But Dakota's straight up lost her mind. I need to get her to the vet because she's got like knots under here where her stuff. And I can't touch her to do it because she won't let me cut any of it off. And she can't find me ever, so she's always looking for me around the house. And I'll yell for her, and she'll run away. I don't know if we're hearing or if the cataracts have gotten so bad she literally can't
see. Yeah.
After 2 houses down, like staring at the garage. Like the other day, I don't know.
How old is she?
14.
14, damn. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, her eyesight's probably pretty bad then.
I mean, we're all ready and prepared, for it to happen. So is she. And so I'm not gonna allow it to be a sad moment because we have had a great life. We've had a great long life. And so we will be thrilled when it comes because I'm assuming that she'll have been in pain or whatever by that time, and she'll be in a better doggy place. And man, she had a good time while she was here, and so she has lived over the country with me.
Yeah. And that's a good outlook to have about it. Like, don't be sad about it and be thankful for all the times you got. It's a good way to look at it.
I drug that dog with me in cars and planes, literally from coast to coast, like numerous times. Like she's literally been everywhere.
Yeah, I've never flown with an animal before.
She's been to Central Park.
Oh.
She's been, she lived in Brooklyn. Like she's been in the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. Like she's literally been in them.
That's cool. No, that's awesome for a dog. That's a lot of dog stories, man. Have you ever been to the ocean, Rach?
I've been in the Gulf of America now. And
that's not
been to.
Yeah, it's real.
No, it's real.
It's real. He really changed the name, like at least to what Americans call it. He changed it to Gulf of America.
Okay.
Not a joke, man.
I apologize. Continue.
But I've been to only beaches in Florida. Florida's the only place I've been where there's been a beach.
Yeah.
I've drove through like Alabama and Mississippi, but I've never been to the beach down there.
Yeah.
But we had a family trip to Pensacola one year, which that was really nice. I really liked Pensacola. Yeah. And then another one, we stayed in Orlando, but we drove to Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, I've been to Cocoa Beach.
Nice too.
I've been to Cocoa Beach a bunch. I love Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, it's a nice place. Me and my dad went there. He took me down there. He took me to Orlando, and then we went over to Cocoa Beach, and I'm trying to remember what else we did. He's here, by the way. He messaged me to let me know he made it. He's dumping off all this stuff over at his room.
Staying with you?
Yeah. For one night. He's dropping some stuff off, but he's going to stay tonight.
He'll probably be here either before or after the show?
Yeah, probably during the show.
Oh, okay, so he'll just bust through the door and I'm sitting on the floor with a light and a phone stand.
Yeah, he won't think nothing of it. He'll walk in and be like, "What are you doing?" He likes you. He won't even ask. But
according to your grandma, I've earned brownie points today.
Yeah, for cleaning.
Oh, thank you. What did you do to earn brownie points?
for cleaning out the laundry room today.
Nice. Yeah, they.
He was talking the last time when he was mentioning, coming down this time. He said, well, we'll see what you're made of, talking to me. And I was thinking, I was like, man, I've already done some deep cleaning,
Yeah.
But, he wasn't there for that, so he don't know. But
Yeah. It's pretty funny, though. My dad's a character.
The house,
Yeah.
Michael, that you and I lived in, you left. I was there by myself 6 months after that.
Yeah.
I left so much stuff in that house. They paid their neighbors behind us that were attached.
Yeah.
They paid them to clean it out. It was so bad. I left enough for a family to move in without anything.
Yeah.
That's how much I left behind, and I took enough to live.
Yeah. I've done that before, too, man. Like, you just want to get the hell out of someplace.
That was such a regret.
Yeah.
My old Kenwood that Steve and I built the box for.
Oh, yeah. You left that there?
I left that there.
No, I can't believe you left that there.
I know. Well, I was growing up. The boom in the trunk wasn't really,
Boom, man.
And the big island you brought from your other apartment was in there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that damn island.
Yeah, I was in there. I left, I think, both couches in there. Or maybe you took one of your couch, but then I left that couch. I left so many clothes in both bedrooms.
Yeah.
Like, so many clothes.
Damn.
It was
That's
unreal.
crazy.
I know.
Yeah, I just want to stop. I don't want any more shit for the rest of my life. Like, I've got enough shit. I don't need anything. Like, I don't know.
But what was going through and cleaning out your stuff, and you find all this stuff you forgot you had.
Yeah,
and
no, that is cool.
New stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
that
what
reminds me of
like clothes. I'm like, I forgot about that sweater because I'm back to seasons, and so in California it was different because
Yeah.
I wore stuff year round,
Right.
and now I'm back to seasons, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that. This is awesome. So I don't even have to go shopping right now because I found my suitcase of winter clothes. I've got all these sweaters I forgot about. I'm like, yeah, this is.
What's
Oh,
up?
he might be here.
Oh, it was Kira.
Oh, Peppers is just barking at something. I don't know. Let me go check.
If he is, we
What I
can
was
talk
gonna say is,
short tonight if you guys are okay with that.
Do what?
If you guys want to cut it short tonight, if your dad gets here, I'm totally okay with that.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter to me, man. I'm having fun, just chatting it up.
I know. What time is it?
It is
7:36.
7:36.
Let's go. We've been talking a lot.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So what's everybody's plans for the rest of the week? You got anything fun planned?
Working on the house.
Yep.
And that's fun to me, though. I like it.
You're good at that stuff, man. Once you get going,
I am. Once I get going, I'm great. Yes. It's just getting me going and keep. I can stay going for for a minute, but with the baby, it's really hard.
oh yeah, it's hard to get anything done with a kid.
With that, he'll I'm like, can I just sit her here with you for a little while? And he'll
Yeah.
and I'll just come in for the big stuff. We have a bedtime routine now, an official bedtime routine.
Oh, cool.
So that she absolutely loves that. So that's neat.
Yeah.
Today, the side pillows, I was able to set her right here, and she just set up. And
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, it's so fun to watch them. It's so fun to watch them hit their little milestones, and
I know, and I know where I'm at on her leaps. Like right now, I have an app for that, and
that's cool.
I don't know, but because it maps out when her fussy time's going to be, and when her leap starts, and what's supposed to happen during that, the skills and
That's
whatever.
kinda cool.
3, I've got leap 4 starting in 9 days. She just turned 3 months last week.
Dang, that doesn't even seem possible, man. Time's going so fast.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
I
So,
don't know if anything else is going on.
do what?
I don't think I have anything else going on.
Yeah, well, I know I'm gonna try to take it easy on Thursday because we're supposed to get like rain all day Thursday. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning inside Thursday, but I gotta rest some before we hit that anime convention this weekend.
Where is it at?
At Little Rock, at Robinson
State Convention Center.
Yeah, State Convention Center. Yeah.
Very cool. Are you guys staying the night down there? Or are you talking about?
Oh no, we're driving back. Yeah. You couldn't get me to go stay the night. No way. no way. It's hard enough to get me to go, period. There ain't no way you'd get me to stay the night unless I absolutely had to.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a picture of my costume.
Oh yes, I would love to see that. That's awesome. Yeah. And everyone, don't forget about our email address.
Yes, I was just about to say, give out our email.
Yeah, bsidechathelps@gmail.com.
Yes.
I think we should make a post about it too.
Yes, we will. We'll make a post, and we'll start getting it out there so we can get more people sending in messages and stuff.
Lindsay said she's going to start sending stuff. She's like, that's awesome. She goes, honestly, I just get stuff on my mind during the week, and it'd be great just to like throw it out there to vent.
Oh yeah.
And, it'd be interesting to get other people's take on it. And I'm like, exactly. It's exactly
that's,
what I'm trying to do.
That's the whole point. I mean, I knew it'd take a few weeks to get it going, and everything. But once it gets going, I think it's going to be, I want to hear other people's thoughts and, things like that, because it helps sometimes getting to look at it from another perspective.
It's nice letting your brain not worry about it for a minute and hear,
Right.
someone else take on it, because you can actually like stop for a minute and because you're not worried about it, you're hearing about it, and so it kind of like gives you a mental break, I feel.
Oh, for sure, man. It does. It does me anyway. I like to get, like I said, other people's opinions and things. That doesn't mean I always agree with them, but I like to hear them. Because sometimes the truth hurts, and you have to just hear it and go on with it.
Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't help anybody to lie to them.
No.
Okay, that's super complicated double-edged sword, though, that me saying that. So,
But I know what you mean.
It's different than omitting. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, I agree.
Right. If somebody asks you a question directly and they really want to know the answer, telling them something that's not true, I don't think you're doing anyone any favors.
No, I agree. Rachel thinks I'm too blunt sometimes.
Especially to someone that, so you can alleviate your guilt, and all it does is upset them. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on both those.
Omission versus a lie. It's just that I think confessing guilt to alleviate guilt from yourself it does not help anyone but you. And I think it's very selfish.
No, I agree. It makes sense. I've been watching a lot of those Catch a Predator shows on YouTube, like Chris Hansen.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God. When you said, about like taking responsibility, like none of those dudes can take responsibility for, getting themselves in that position. And they're all like, this one guy was blaming his wife. And I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah.
Sex addiction's another one that they blame.
Yeah.
Addiction. I'm an addict.
Yeah, one guy said, I just felt lonely. I just needed some company.
Yeah. Yeah. To see a 13-year-old, or whatever, it's insane. It's really, but it's so funny. Who's that guy that we watch make fun of him?
Cinnamon Toast Ken.
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Ken, and it's so funny to watch him like make fun of these dudes. Like
they commentate on it, and what he does is he actually like researches the case, researches the person, see what happens, afterwards, see if they had any prior offenses.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's cool. I'll send you a link to one of the videos. It's entertaining. And this one guy, they come up with, this one guy had a glory hole, and they called him Glory Hole Kevin or something like that. Like, the names of these videos are hilarious.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And he's like, do you have a glory hole? And he's like, no, but I would have built one, but not for him. It's like, dude, you just told on yourself, you idiot. Like, I don't know.
There was one guy. We were watching him last night, and he was trying to say that he didn't know the person's name. He's like, well, Steve, or Steve. He didn't tell me his name though.
Yeah.
But called him by his name.
Called him by his name, yeah. Like, they're so dumb. It's so dumb. But it's funny. It passes the time, like at night I'll watch those. Oh man, it's so funny to see how some people are. And they really don't see where they're... Yeah. And they really don't see where they're doing anything wrong. That's... Yeah. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. But, so what's your album of the week?
Start with Rachel.
Mine is Motley Crue's 1989 Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood, that's a good one. That's a good one.
You know what? I can get behind some Motley Crue. I'm not in, I hate the 80s hair metal stuff. Who was I telling about this? Lindsay last night. I got mom's night out for a little bit, and I had met Lindsay. And I was telling her the new format of the show, what we were doing.
Yeah.
I said, because I think it'd be really interesting because we all, blah, 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 we have different perspectives, all three of us. And I was like, except for Rachel sometimes because she listens to that 80s hair metal shit like Mikey does. And so that's frustrating. I was like, except last week. I was like, she actually has a little bit better taste. And like,
hey.
not better, but like,
I'm teasing.
Modern, let me rephrase. You have a little bit more modern taste.
Yeah.
Than Mikey does. And so that's kind of, so it actually works really well. 80s hair metal, yes, but, she actually has a little bit more modern taste than
I like a little bit of everything, and Michael gives me a tough time for that.
Music is great. Like, I have an appreciation for all music, no matter, even country music.
Mm-hmm.
I can
think. I like old country.
I know, I got like a sick to my stomach when I said that out loud, like I'm trying to throw up. Like, it's, it's hard to make music. And so at the end of the day, if someone is actually putting forth the effort and the work it takes to make music, I have an appreciation for that.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, you gotta respect it.
So that's,
I don't have to like it.
What I'm trying to say, I guess.
Yeah,
you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, I respect all musicians. I do, because it's not easy. But that doesn't mean I like it.
Okay, Mikey, you're next.
I'm next. I'm going to go with Hum's You'd Prefer an Astronaut.
Okay, you're going to play a sample?
I will know because we got in trouble for doing that last week.
Are you talking for real? Sorry.
Yeah, we got a copyright for it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Did they say which one it was?
Do what?
Did they say which song it was?
Hold on, I can look.
I'm curious.
I know it wasn't Crossbones Scully. I know that much. It had to be one of y'all's.
I'm curious.
It doesn't tell. It just says copyright. It's still public, but we got a copyright.
Again, I feel like we should be able to fight the one that was my copyright because
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Good one.
By the Beatles.
I'm not a big Beatles fan, but that is one of my favorite albums from them.
And it's not my favorite Beatles album, but it does have Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds on it, which is one of my favorite favorite Beatles songs.
Yeah.
And I used to, like make up dances growing up, like ballet dances or whatever, and make my watch me. And this is that Yellow Submarine. This album were two of the albums I really did a lot of dances to.
Yeah. I love Yellow Submarine. That's my favorite.
And yeah, so this one is the one that I chose tonight. Now, Revolver is my favorite album, but this is a great one because, again, I can put one on and Jack and I will listen to, the whole front and the whole back and nothing, everything's great.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Kids don't appreciate the fact that you used to have to listen to the whole damn thing and hitting skip wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And if you did, you had to be very careful to move the needle correctly. So
Yeah.
you didn't start the album and you knew where the next song was. So like that's a lesson that needs to be taught, not
Yeah,
Nah.
I still to this day when I listen to records, I listen to the whole damn thing because I'm too afraid I'm gonna scratch it.
of course. Well, the whole point is that you can put it on and do something else. You know, listen-
Exactly, just let it play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be lying if I said there were some albums like I skipped like the first song or two, like if I really don't care for them that much. But most of the time, yeah, it's a start to finish kind of ordeal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Vinyl, it forces you, kind of like you're saying, to have to listen to the whole thing. And there's been albums that I really probably wouldn't have listened to that much had it not been on vinyl, that I have like a big appreciation for, that I probably wouldn't have had I not listened to them on vinyl. Like, there's a few, you know. But I don't know. What's y'all's favorite format? Vinyl? Cassette, 8-track.
I miss portable CD players.
Why?
I miss those. I miss those
Why?
because I could put them in my pocket, put my headphones on, and dance and do whatever the heck I wanted to as a child.
Not skip all the time.
Man, mine
Do what?
did it
But
not
it not-
skip?
I would skip constantly.
Not the one that I remember. The one I had was really cute. My mom bought it from like Avon or something. It was like a little pink heart-shaped one.
No, brother.
It was adorable.
That's pretty funny.
I mean, I
might.
got to think about this in context because technically you were not born yet when I was using mine, and
Yeah.
so they were a lot better by the time you got one.
Oh yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to
this
say.
was like
back,
era 2008 to
Yeah.
2010.
back when Kat and I had them, man, if you sneeze, those damn things would skip. It's like achoo, ba-doom, ba-doom, and it's just.
Remember? So then you could, so like in the cars that only had cassette tapes, they had a cassette tape
with
that
a
had
wire, yeah.
the AC, the wire that plugged into it,
Yeah.
and then they had one of those like foam with springs underneath it.
Yeah.
That you could put the CD player on,
to help
so
it
it like
from
balance with the
skipping.
car moving and not
Yeah.
skip.
Yeah, I had one of those, man. I remember.
So-
The good old days. Rachel has no idea what we're talking about, but the struggle was real, man.
No, listen. My mom had a pretty outdated Jeep when I was a kid that had one of those, so I know what you're talking about.
I fell down the rabbit hole watching like certain clips of Pawn Stars by accident the other because I think Nathan was watching a YouTube video of something, and then it does random suggestion that he left the room and
Yeah.
I didn't have, and and it came on and I kind of got like, oh wow, all this stuff. Somebody had a Tiffany silver-plated Discman from Sony.
Wow.
And it was to one of the guys from the member of the band. I can't remember which member of the band, but like this woman was like an ex-wife or something and had it, and she like took it to go sell it. And that was really funny. Yeah, it was
That's
like the
pretty
old
funny.
school Discman that was silver plated from Tiffany's.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool,
I'm
though.
sorry, it was from Cartier. It was from Cartier. Yeah,
Oh, brother.
it was
Oh.
fancy.
I got a little boom box in my bedroom here with a cassette player on it. That's pretty cool. I still got a lot of my cassettes from when I was a kid, and I'll still rock out to those. You would love them. They're all hair metal.
Because it was easily fixed, if that makes sense. Like, you could fix the cassette. You could use the pencil and, like, turn it if it got stretched out. You
Yeah.
could honestly tie a knot in it and just skip that song and get it, way back in.
For real. That's
Like,
true.
Of all formats, I feel like cassette was the most, like, destruction-proof.
Yeah, it was, man. I miss cassettes. I listen to mine quite a bit. I listen to them
It's
like
the Nokia of music format.
the Nokia.
The quality was shit on cassettes. I hated the way it sounded. It was very...
Yeah, I did like the hiss. It always
Yeah.
had like a hiss, a background hiss that you don't get with vinyl and CDs. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
cassettes are cool.
Like, digital now is so easy. It's stupid.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about digital.
But it's so, again, people don't appreciate it when it comes in the masses like that. Like, you remember saving up and like wanting an album and going and getting an album,
Now,
downloading every 385 songs and like picking and throwing away whatever you want. Like, that's so not the intention.
oh,
That was
no.
the intention, I think.
And
Yeah.
have you noticed, like, a lot of bands aren't even releasing albums anymore? They're just releasing singles.
I know.
It's
That's
just
the new
like-
way of doing it. And
Yeah.
that was whole that came about whenever I was releasing my album, because Blaze was telling me about that. I said, I don't care. I was like, I want to release an album.
Yeah.
Old school. I don't
Yeah.
want people to listen to my shit, honestly. I was like, I just want an album. And so that's why I did that.
Yeah, no, it's understandable, but yeah, it's really irritating to look at your new or your your favorite artist and to see what if they got a new album out, only to find out it's just a single. It's like, but that's happening a lot lately.
Yeah. I know. I don't like it very much.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't mind EPs. EPs are all right, where they got like 5 or 6 songs. I can handle that. But at least put out some form of album. Don't just put out a single.
It's a lot less focused and a lot less meaningful, I feel. Because like the point of an album, the reason they put songs together on an album and title an album is that it all goes together.
Exactly.
And it's a lot more impersonal when it's like a song at a time. I don't feel like it belongs anywhere.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, I understand if somebody releases an album and then one specific song gets popular and then they make like a single
Well, sure.
of that song.
Of course. Yeah.
But like, just a single?
Just a single. That's all they're releasing.
Yeah, that's a lot of bands.
In the back end, like, is that song available on an album or is it only available as a single? Like, that was my whole thing too. I'm like, does it eventually belong to an album? Like, or is it just
Sometimes they'll put
some.
it on an album, but sometimes they just never get on anything, and the only way you can get them on vinyl is to buy the little 45s, and it's frustrating.
they've got 45s of singles?
Yeah, they sure
Yep.
do. When I was at the Faster Pussycat show, they had their latest single for sale on 45.
Really?
Yep.
Nah, I
I
remember
have the
45s. She had singles. But
Yeah.
again, that was like from the 60s. So
Yeah.
my
no,
favorite 45 that I have is a Cantina band from Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
So
My
I
favorite 45 I have.
actually played a 45 because my mom had a giant stack of them when I was growing up, but she didn't have a adapter for the record player.
Oh
And
yeah.
of course, Cindy stole it or whatever. And so we never had an adapter. And now that I've got a record player with an adapter, I don't own a 45.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
All you do is just change the speed and put that little adapter on there, and then boom.
I know. I've never played 45. So
Yeah. Oh wow. I didn't know that, man. I've got like a ton of Pearl Jam fan club 45s of singles that they put out at Christmas. But
I played a track and never played a 45.
yeah, well, we'll have to get you a 45, man, to play.
I know now that I have the ability.
Yeah, I have the ability. I have the power.
Okay. I have to go get our special visitor for the last part.
Okay, yeah, for sure. We still got. Yeah.
Let me
go
I
get it.
haven't heard them, so I'm kind of nervous.
I'm tired, Rach. I don't know about you.
I was yawning at the first bit, but now I'm kind of more awake.
Yeah. I'm not sleepy. I'm just, if
Yeah.
that makes any sense. I'm sure seeing little Jack will cheer us up.
Yeah. Your dad should be busting on the door any minute.
Yeah, I keep expecting him. What was Puppers barking at?
I'm not sure. It sounded like it was on your end of the house, so I don't know.
Oh, Puppers was barking at my end?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't say that. Oh my goodness.
But
Oh,
you know how Puppers is. If PJ barks at something, Puppers has to bark at it too. Even if she don't know what's going on.
You ready? Okay, let me. Oh, you smell stinky. Oh my gosh. Hi. Baby.
Hey, little one.
Hi. Say hi.
What's up?
You are stinky.
Aw.
I'm Stinky.
She's
I need
looking
diapers.
around.
Yeah, she's just hanging out.
Yeah,
She's
she's
so
like, what's up?
She's awesome. Yeah.
What's up, little bit?
Hi.
You're so little. You're so little.
Oh, Sasha. Goodness gracious.
Jealous?
Yeah, she needs a diaper. Stinky.
Did you make a stinky diaper?
She did. And there goes Dakota. It's so funny, Dakota, now that she's whatever, she always comes in here with me, and when I leave, I'll try to like wake her up so she'll follow me out. But I can't touch her to wake her up because she'll get very upset and bite me.
Yeah.
And so I have to try not to leave the door cracked because, again, I don't want in and out. So I have to watch the baby monitor and watch and wait for Dakota to like
okay.
get up off her seat. I missed her earlier. She was over here in the chair across from me, and it's only got pillows and teddy bears, and she looked just like the teddy bear, and so I didn't even realize she was over there. I got an alert that there was motion in the nursery, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, whoops.
Hey, everybody, is there cool stuff in here?
What are you doing, little Jack?
She's looking up there at her taxi cab and just whatever.
She's like, whoa.
Yeah. I'm hanging out, standing up, doing girl stuff.
Doing girl stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Hanging
cool.
Being a big girl. Looking at she's
Yeah.
really.
She's eyeing something, man.
It's Elizabeth Bournet portrait or picture, and the little stars up there.
Oh, cool. She's fascinated.
She is. She loves her nursery. She spent time in here the other day just looking around. She loves looking at the Broadway stuff and all that.
Yeah.
She's really into light. She's really into her nursery right now.
That's really cool.
Yeah. She's so big.
Yeah, she's adorable, man. I just love watching her, and like her eyes just get so big. She's just looking around.
She's into it. Likes to dance, baby likes to dance. She's whatever, and now she's into the taxi cab. Stinky girl. Well, tonight was fun.
It was, man. It was. I had a good time. It's already 8:00. Holy crap.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys don't forget to email us.
Yeah, email us at bsidechathelps@gmail.com. Right?
Yep.
Right on. And we'll be putting some links up on Facebook and stuff this week for it. And yeah. Oh, and Jay said to tell you he liked your hair long.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
Jay.
he messaged me during the show, and he's like, I like Kat's hair long. That's all he said. So I was like, cool, I will tell her. So yeah. But you guys have a good night, and we'll be back next week, hopefully with some questions from you guys and some folks in the chat. We had quite a few people watching tonight, but nobody really chatted it up. Hollis just sent a message and said, my love. I'm assuming she's talking about the baby.
Yeah, yes, the baby.
The baby. All right, girls. Well, you guys have a good night, and we'll see everybody back next week at 7:00.
Bye.
Later. Later.